Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us here at 4FSU as we bring you your weather update.
Around Florida.
All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, let's go around Florida, talk about the Sunshine State, and that's really all it's been all inches. That's right. It's about 9 feet, they're saying, and people up there, they're now just being sarcastic about it. They were talking about going to Disney World after setting the record, and we were saying after that Super Bowl victory, at least they had a parade earlier this year. Spirits were kept high, but man, and they might even get even more later this week too. Yeah. Feels like summertime to me. Then going down into Florida, 84 in Orlando, 80 in Miami, and then across here in Georgia into Alabama, we're seeing 80s as well. 9 degrees here in Tallahassee, with that increasing down in Apalachicola. And again, that just kind of tells you how humid it is outside. It's nothing too bad. As it gets higher, we expect precipitation. Plans, it's a good night to be out, very comfortable. Don't have to dress up in layers for tomorrow night, and that's something we haven't seen. And it's just created some rainy conditions for us here around Tallahassee and up into Georgia today in our viewing area. And you see as that gets closer, we're still going to get affected by all of these storms and the rain that comes with that. So over the next several days, over the next maybe 10 days, we could be seeing some more rain. So be sure to keep that umbrella handy. That's what we've been saying all night. You don't want to get caught outside without it, as we could be seeing some heavy showers from time to time over the next several days here in our area.
And with a last look of our local.
All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, let's talk about Tallahassee one more time before we shut it down tonight. Looking at our almanac. Yeah, today is not the day to forget to wear deodorant. Be kind to those around you. Remember to stay, hygienic with that because we're going to keep seeing that the rest of the week, so something to consider. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us here at 4FSU as we bring you your weather update. What we're talking about tonight is all the hot temperatures around the area. Looking at today's high temperatures here in Tallahassee, we reached 99 degrees. We're 1 degree off of our record. All around us, too, we were around the mid-90s in Perry and Valdosta. And look at Bainbridge. They recorded 100 degrees today for their high. Very hot outside, above average, even if you can believe that, for late July. Now, this is what it actually felt like outside, so it might have been 99, but it felt like 110 outside today. Up in Bainbridge, as we just talked about, they felt like they were in 118-degree temperatures. That feels like an oven. You could cook outside today. For tonight, though, we're getting some relief as we might see some showers entering the area, but not a lot, as we'll see. We'll still be in the upper 70s this evening with some partly cloudy skies and, again, rain before 8 p.m. Now, our weather headlines for this evening, what we're talking about is a humid day tomorrow as we hope some showers approach the area and maybe cool us down at least for a little while during that afternoon time where our temperatures really seem to peak. We'll see, again, an average rain chance all week this week and a sunny weekend ahead, so if you have some outdoor plans, that's something to look forward to. Now, again, we're going back to what we saw today, 99 here in Tallahassee, 7 degrees above average and 1 degree off the record again, and our lows were in the upper 70s. So it's been a really hot day today. And currently right now we're seeing 98 degrees. Luckily, that dew point isn't too high, not creating too bad of humid conditions. And we see some scattered showers around the area, but it hasn't been much to talk about today. As we see going from early Wednesday today around lunchtime, we had some pop-ups here on our radar, but nothing really developed. We didn't see a lot of moisture on the ground. And we just saw a lot of hot temperatures as, again, currently Bainbridge up there just cooking at 99 degrees. And here in Tallahassee, we're still in the upper 90s, feeling like 110 and feeling like it's over 100 degrees all across the Big Bend area, even up into South Georgia and the Sawgrass area of Alabama. Now, again, we're taking a bigger look here across the southeast and really all from the Carolinas into Tennessee, maybe eastern Tennessee around Johnson City and Chattanooga here. Maybe they're seeing some showers, but that's so far away from us right now. What we're focused on is this heat advisory, which you see in this peach color, all across the southern, deep south United States here, across our area in the Big Bend, as well as this yellow talking about some thunderstorm watches. Keeping an eye out for that, and even on the East Coast, they're trying to protect people out on the water. Again, the Mississippi River, around this time of year, they always experience that chance for some flooding and some bad conditions out their way. Our futurecast temperatures, when we wake up tomorrow, we're seeing mid-70s, which is still pretty warm around 6 a.m. as you're headed to work. And if that rain doesn't get here around 3 p.m., we could see temperatures, actual temperatures, at 103, maybe even higher. And then as we go into Friday, again, very hot in the morning, and then hopefully some showers entering our way, but a sunny weekend ahead if that's something to be happy about. It'd be hot outside though. On the water, we're seeing 15 knots winds tomorrow. Nothing too bad, a light chop on the water. So keep that in mind as you go out down there in Apalachicola and St. George. For tonight, again, upper 70s as that rain should move in before 8 o'clock tonight, so be aware of that if you have to travel. Could see some rain outside today, or excuse me, this evening. Tomorrow's forecast, we're seeing 93 degrees, assuming that this 40% precipitation chance actually comes to fruition. Now, for our 5-day forecast, we're looking at lower 90s.
Summer is still very much in force with heat added from excitement of the upcoming ever unpredictable college football season, while at the same time we battle the ever unpredictable Tallahassee weather, and that's where meteorologists like Katie Moore come in handy.
There's no such thing as a typical day at the Weather Service. The weather is constantly evolving, as you probably know. So we have 3 major duties. There's someone launching a weather balloon twice a day, taking observations, and those get launched at 12Z and 0Z across the world. In addition to the person taking those observations twice a day, we also have 2 forecasters on duty at least, and they focus on different parts of the forecast period.
And while focusing on those periods, they send us warnings when a bright sunny walk on campus can turn into a scurry for shelter. This is a job that Katie's been interested in for most of her lifetime and enjoys doing.
Then again, in high school, Hurricane Ivan hit us pretty hard. So that continued my interest as I was approaching college age. And I applied to Florida State University and got my bachelor's and then my master's degree in meteorology at FSU.
It was also at Florida State where Katie earned her training for the National Weather Service.
Particularly at the FSU program, beyond what is required of the degree, you would have to take a class in instruments and observations, or you could take a grad school class when you're a senior with permission that could also help cover that requirement, such as the satellite meteorology class. Then, once you actually get into the Weather Service, there's lots of required training online, lots of what we call modules.
Modules which allow her to constantly monitor weather data. So as you're watching out for the skies, just know there's someone up there watching out for you. For FSU Weather, I'm Donovan Wiseman.